1977, movies and just watching TV in general as we know it changed because of Star Wars. And now, almost a half a century later, we're starting to see some movement in our collectible area. Yes, there are legally licensed, official legal tender Star Wars coins. And tonight we have the first two of a very exciting series that sold out a number of years ago. If you were with us for the last few years, you probably remember when we were talking about these coins, because we could not get enough of them. They sold out quickly, and it was just a fun time to be a collector. Because it was that one product that could kind of transcend bringing in the youth of today. So those of us that kind of grew up with this, or we grew up with our kids watching this, which means we kind of got into it as well a little bit, we have this new concept. But in 2018, Lucas Entertainment at the time, now they're owned by Disney, right, licensed its first ever legal tender coin. It was a 1 ounce silver with 250,000 coins struck. And you can't find one of those today. 250,000 coins priced under $80. Most are closer to $100. So in 2021, these are the first two in the series. They created a brand new look and feel. How can we just take this beautiful thing we have and make it one of the best ever? And when they did this, the entire industry changed. How many shaped coins have you seen since they did this in 2021? They decided to make it a 1 ounce silver. It's a proof on one side, as you can see right here, legal tender status, struck by the New Zealand Mint, officially licensed by Lucas Entertainment, as it says right there on the coin. But on the front, it's the helmet or mask of all of the villains in the series, right? So Darth Vader, and then, well, the Stormtroopers that are there in support all the time. Number 1 was Darth, number 2 was the Stormtrooper. They've issued like 15 of them ever since then. Beautiful. We can't keep it in stock. We have like 3 or 4 of those 15 that we have in stock. We found a person we do a lot of business with, and we were doing some swapping, and they wanted some stuff that we had from the U.S. market and others that they couldn't get, or they couldn't get at the value they wanted. And this was what we made them add in to the deal to make it worth our interest. Number 1 and number 2 in one of the most significant series ever. And why is that? Well, it's because they only made 10,000. Remember I mentioned a few seconds ago? Or the first legal tender coin ever licensed? A legal tender coin, not a medallion or a piece of metal with something struck on it. This is a legal tender status coin. It was 2018, and it was 250,000 coins, and they sell for just a little under this price. So today, my competition, most of them have this, kind of have to. It's one of those showstoppers. First time this unique type of technology was used on legal tender coins. It was done with a Star Wars product. The only way it could be made better is probably putting Yoda on it, right? Or Baby Yoda. But again, maybe they'll listen and that'll be what they do next. But the bottom line is this: the helmet or faces of the Empire. With only 10,000 known, these are the original government packaging. We're at $99.95, under $100 for the first time ever. And it's because of this special deal we coordinated. My competition's at $199 on the Darth and $156, right, on the Stormtrooper. So we are significantly under their pricing today. I guess it pays to know people. It pays to keep those bridges open, not burned. And the deals need to be where we all can win. They were happy with what they got. We were thrilled. And at this price, I hope you're as thrilled. And from the phone call count I'm seeing right now, the answers were all in the same place. At under $100, this is like a wow opportunity. But think of just how times have progressed. Since 1977, almost 50 years ago, right? The first Star Wars movie. And remember just watching it, like the graphics were so cool. Look at what they've done. Can you believe this? And now we would look at that and say, what is this, a grade C movie? For what they can do today and what they have done with all the others that are in the series of the Star Wars line. And also all the characters. But there are two characters that still hold true on the Empire side, and that is Darth, period, and the Stormtroopers. And that was number 1 and number 2 in this brand new series. These are those coins. But the key again is there's only 10,000 of them, 10,000 that were made and sold out, gone. So tonight we're under $100, $99.95, your choice, while they last. So if you're looking at what to do for this fall, what can I do for my grandson, my granddaughter, the neighbor next door that cuts my grass for me, and I just want to do something nice for the holidays? Yet, how many people collect today? And I gotta say, over the last 4 or 5 years, maybe because we're talking about it and others, I've seen more and more of us. What I mean by us are people who are a little bit older, right? Had some good experiences in life, and we're collecting coins still today, and we're bringing that next group with. Whether it's grandson, granddaughter, fathers and sons, mothers and daughters. You've seen a lot more youth on the floor today, which is wonderful. Just exploring what we do and what we've loved, for me, pretty much my entire life. Again, starting out as a paper boy in the 1960s, and then I live in the industry today. What better, I mean, what do they say about if you do something you love, you never work a day in your life? Now, I don't agree with that completely, but I get the idea of it, right? Ha, ha, ha. But if you're looking at what to do, Star Wars, do you think the title's going away ever? I don't think so. How about first ever of a certain type of production or look and feel? I don't think that's going to ever be replaced either. This is that cool, that unique. What is the theme of the Empire? Darth and the Stormtroopers. Every episode has this image, these images present. Guys, we got to put a 30-second clock up. Again, this is a fun one. It was a fun one at 129, 139, and we couldn't keep them in stock. It's an even funner opportunity to chat today because of this special deal. And the minute this deal's done, the prices are going right back to where everybody else is at $199 and $156 respectively. That's where they're at today. This is where we are today. We want to do some business. We're going to price them to hopefully get you to join us. But you can't beat the firsts. And again, only 10,000 were made for an officially licensed Star Wars item. That's the one you shake your head at as well. Time to be moving on.